The one word that comes to mind every time I think about my project and my interactions with Monica is value.
Somehow, some way, she's always been able to connect with our vision even better than a lot of times we can connect with it ourselves.
Very much over-delivered. Like, I didn't realize I was going to learn so much.
I'm about to get started and get launched, and I feel confident that I can do this.
It's been such an oasis for me. I just feel so grateful that I got to do this. I feel empowered moving forward in my business. I feel like I own a piece of art. She can present your needs in such a way that are so special and so unique and so authentic. I think it's a very rare skill to be able to really listen and take ego out of it and put in what a client wants.
What I liked best about working with Monica was really that I felt like I was an active participant, that I was learning as we were going through the process. She was also very intentional with allowing me to understand why it is why exactly we were doing something and the reason behind it and how I could do it myself. And so to me, that was really important because I want to always start or learn about the different aspects of my business. And for you, marketing and your website and branding, all of that is a part of your business. And ongoing, you're going to need to learn how to water it, feed it. And without that component of how Monica conducted our relationship, it wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have gotten that anywhere else.
It was an amazing experience. What I really love the most is that she brought my soul out, which I did not even know that you could do on a website. She brought things out that I didn't even know were in me and in my company, and she just made them shine so bright. I've never been in love with a website more in my life. I've never felt more at home on my website and more excited to share that website with the whole entire world.
I am so thankful that I was able to find Monica to help us out and create our website as well as our logo. She was really patient with us when choosing, the designs for our logo and how to really create our website. And, what came out from that is something so amazing that I could have never even thought or created. And we are very, very pleased with the way things turned out.
Monica brought structure and process and, quite frankly, even leadership to help me stay focused and develop the ideas that I knew I wanted but couldn't bring together myself. Fast forward the tape, I was absolutely, or still am absolutely thrilled with my website. It's exactly what I wanted. I was so happy with it that I recommended Monica to my husband, Steve.
And I'm thrilled she did.
At every phase, it just seemed more and more amazing.
And as she started working on it more and more, I felt more and more excited about it. The videos that she worked on, the design she worked on, the copy that she worked on, my emails that she worked on. Every step of the way, I felt so relieved. I felt like this is gonna help me communicate what I've been trying to do for the past 5 or 6 years. And it has. I've tested out some of the things, and it's much better than what I was doing before.
She is able to quickly kind of see what our vision is and completely join us in that journey and making that vision come to life. And our experience with working with her is the end result has always been an outcome that is beyond our expectations.
I can't imagine this project having gone any better or smoother. It's been such an oasis for me. It's a gift to be able to connect with someone that you feel so blessed by their presence. Like it's truly just been so much more than just a website project.
And that's what's so incredible about working with her is she's very easy to talk to, very easy to communicate with. And when you have someone that's such a good communicator and also very good at what they do, it's almost indescribable to tell someone else just how much value someone like Monica is bringing to the table.
Aside from being an absolute joy to work with, Monica was like completely patient with me as I did some of the behind the scenes homework that I needed to do. But I thoroughly enjoyed the process. Everything was so well organized. I felt like Monica was driving the ship.
Monica was super communicative all the time throughout that process and really helped me to shape it. She put together these to-do lists for me throughout the whole project, and those were extremely helpful for me to stay on task.
Felt like she not only cared about supporting me, but she also went deeper than that. She asked a lot of questions. She helped guide me in this process, even though half the time I was lost. I'm like, what am I supposed to talk about? But she just got the message out of me. But she is a genius at what she does. Just the designs that she sent over, just being that support, no matter how many iterations I asked her to change, she was completely open to it, and she went above and beyond to make sure that I was happy with this process.
Work with her about my brand and coming up with a new logo and just restructuring my entire business. I really felt like I was at a spot where my business was ready to take the next step, but I needed to invest and find someone that can help me do that. And so I spent some time searching and kept coming back to Monica's previous work. We ended up partnering to make my vision and my dream come to life for what I wanted for my business. And we definitely did absolutely everything that I wanted to.
Again, like Marnie was saying, Monica brings a level of professionalism and organization to the whole process. And her proposal was very reasonable. Once we agreed to move forward, she leapt directly into like a very well-staged project management plan. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it because I was just so busy. And she's like, "Come on, let's get on it." So she really kept us on track, and in the end, came up with just a fantastic website. I'm really thrilled with the results.
The one word that comes to mind every time I think about my project and my interactions with Monica is value. She provides valuable process, she provides valuable input and feedback, and her eye for design and her ability to read what I wanted, even though I couldn't put it into words, was just uncanny.
But my challenge was most people don't know what coaching is. It's hard to explain it because it's a very experiential thing. And most people, when you ask them what coaching is, they think I'm giving advice to them, and that's not the case. And Monica really helped me hone in my message and my story to emotionally and mentally and psychologically and spiritually really connect with my clients, to really get that message out of me authentically so they understand what I actually do. And that has been a relief. And that has been such a relief because I struggled with that. And I know a lot of coaches do.
Monica also helped me a great deal with my content. She interviewed me about specific pieces of content that I didn't have the time to write. I love the results, so I continued to throw some additional content at her, which she turned around very quickly, and some of these things were just done on the fly. She's very flexible to work with. And then in addition to that, I also had her help me a little bit with some social media content.
Yeah.
And I'm thrilled with all of it.
Yeah. If you're viewing this video, hire Monica.
Period.
Done.
I have gotten nothing but positive feedback on it. My business income has gone up since I launched my website, and I'm just very excited about the future and very grateful to Monica for helping me get it together.
She understands the ins and outs of branding, and she will carry you through to the finish line. I have no doubt in my mind that you will be completely thrilled with what you receive.
Very much over-delivered. Like, I didn't realize I was going to learn so much through this process, but I've learned a ton. Very grateful to have hired Monica. She would be a great fit for anyone who is also developing a website and logo, and can't speak highly enough of her.
One important thing I think you should know about working with Monica is that when you hire her, you are going to get a high level of high quality level of work. That's the baseline. That's the basement of what you're going to get when you hire her. However, because of how personal she is, because of the access she gives you, and just the time frame in which she works, you're going to get more out of it if you are committed to the process. As my business scaled, so did my investment. And so I would encourage you to do the same thing. If you are finding yourself in a similar place, pull the trigger on being a part of what Monica has going with her branding, content, design, all of the above. She is A+, phenomenal. I recommend it. And this is a website that I think I will actually have for 5, 10 plus years, because her work was that intentional.
I'm sitting here and I'm just in awe, you know? Like, I'm just in awe of this whole thing, and I'm a little sad that it's over. And it's just such an entire concept. If you're going into a project and you're trying to kind of figure out what to do, go for it. Just go for it. It's hands down the best thing I've ever done for my business.